Welcome to the GameRamble first look video for Model Builder. My name is Darkcloud and I'm joined by
Nimby or Mrs. Cloud.
This game is developed by Moonlit SA and published by Greenman Gaming, and it's a game all about building and customizing model vehicles.
Cool.
We're busy checking out the special preview build of the game, so it's not the final version, and there will be more content, fixes and updates that will be applied leading up to the launch later this year. So let's see. Got load game, add to wishlist, sandbox, career, and then the changelog over here, and then play settings and credits up here. So we can change the language, set the music level, sound effects, and then graphics. We can set it to full screen, quality, low, medium, high, or ultra. Set the gamma correction, and then also a few other settings. Okay, we can set the mouse sensitivity, workbench rotation sensitivity, invert a couple of things, field of view. So yeah, more than enough options to tweak here to get it looking good or running smoothly depending on your PC. Okay, so let's start. Got Sandbox, where you can unleash your creativity, or career, which is a fresh start. So I think let's check out the career. One of the models in the game.
Yeah, it was really cool and realistic.
Yeah, that's a neat thing. You build these things according to the instructions, but once they're assembled, you can unleash your creativity yourself with the customization and the paint and all of that.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay, so welcome to the Model Builder demo. We've prepared this short tutorial to teach you some of the basic game mechanics. Follow the instructions in the objectives panel situated in the top right corner in order to complete this tutorial. Wish you lots of fun building the models. Okay, so tutorial 1. To walk around the room, use the WASD keys. While you're moving, you can control direction, where you look by moving the mouse. Interacting with places in the room can be done by clicking the left mouse button. So we need to go to the highlighted area and interact with the workbench.
Cool.
Okay, so
basement.
yeah, what I wouldn't give for a nice little area like this for model building. Fully stocked up workbench with all the tools. See, there's a nice display shelf over here. Okay, so the workbench, which is the main workspace where you can cut elements out of the sprues, assemble and paint. Okay. This is the project selection window. You can start or continue work on previously opened projects. Select my first model project from the list on the left side of the screen and open it to start your first build. So our first one is going to be a Supermarine Spitfire. Get some information here about the model as well. Let's see, there's also levels here. I'm assuming that's the difficulty. It's got 14 parts and the scale is 1 to 48.
Okay,
so let's open this project and see what we have. Put it open with the X-Acto knife and everything.
Yeah. Awesome.
And there's the instruction manual. Yeah, so this shows us all the parts. You can always bring back the manual by clicking on the maximize button in the upper right corner of it and minimize it the same way. You can also temporarily show the maximize manual by pressing and holding the tab key. Okay, that's pretty neat. So if I hold tab, it will pop out, otherwise it will stay down here out of the way.
Okay, that's cool.
So the manual can help you to quickly track the parts that are necessary to complete the manual step. Move the cursor over one of the parts to see it highlighted in the storage, which is on the right side of the screen, which is over here. You can move any sprue or part to the working area simply by clicking it and then clicking again over the workbench. If you double click the part in the manual, the part or sprue will be automatically moved to the working area. So sprue A, got all these. So you can either click on it and add it or double click it. When you have sprue on the cutting mat and you're using the cutting tool, you can click on any part that's still attached to the sprue to remove it. The camera will automatically zoom in on the joints to cut. Click and drag the cursor to remove the highlighted joint. When you cut out of all the joints, the chosen part will go to storage.
Okay, so
you actually have to cut everything out here with your cutting tool. So click on the part in the sprue and then use the cutting knife. Let's start with this section here. How exact do I need to be? Can I actually damage the model? Thankfully it doesn't look that way.
Okay. Cute.
So I don't have a lot of experience building these models in real life.
I remember.
But I have assembled a Gundam model, so I have some familiarity with it. And it is quite a relaxing hobby. So this is perfect if you don't have the money to buy all these models, or you don't have the space for all the models and tools.
Yeah.
And have a nice little virtual setup to also keep your partner happy.
Yeah.
Because they won't be tripping over model parts and getting stuck in glue.
Yeah. The worst is if you leave it out on the table, you want to use it for something else. It's like model parts everywhere.
This is why you need a nice big basement area that's off limits to anyone else. Anyway, for assembling the parts, you need to get a little more familiar with model controls. Get out a part onto the working area and try rotating or moving the part by using the combinations of right mouse button, shift and WASD. If you need any help with the controls, press F1 or click on the question mark button in the bottom left corner. So we've got help on hand here. So we need to move a part to the working area, which is this one, and then show the help window by pressing F1 or the question mark. So these are the movement controls. Focus the cursor, reset the position or rotation, precision mode, step rotation. So quite a lot of ways to interact with your model.
That's very cool. I like the level of detail in it.
Yeah, they really modeled it down to the tiniest parts in here.
Yeah.
That's quite neat. Okay, so to assemble the model, you need to connect all of its parts. To do that, take out a part or module onto the working area, then click connectable parts and move it to the highlighted connection. When the held part snaps in place, click to join it to its current module. Part placement is shown in red, means that the part needs to be readjusted before being able to connect. So my instructions here show me that I basically just need to connect the
Wings.
No, this is the cockpit here, and this will be the body.
Okay.
Yeah. So B11, B12, it is, it's probably down here. A1, B10, and A2.
Okay.
You can double click to automatically embed it out of the
That's handy.
thingy. That's very handy, yeah.
In real life, you would have to always look at them with a magnifying glass and check the exact shape and then the corresponding number.
Yeah, like you can see the individual little joints and the rivets on this model. No wonder they're so expensive in real life. It's not really high quality parts here, I think. Okay, so this is this one. I guess I need to rotate this. Oh, but click in.
Yeah.
Looks like it. Oh, no, I didn't.
You have to position it correctly.
So,
There we go.
there we go. And then this one. Snap in there.
Cool.
I can use the scroll wheel to zoom in or out.
That's cool.
Okay, so that's that done. Now I need to get this part.
A3.
Go.
Awesome.
Got A4 and 5 that goes to the top of this one.
Rotate the...
My main part going up. Okay. This side. This one will be on this side.
Oh, cool. Step
Making progress. Okay. This is on the... Let's start with the tail section here. Zoom out a bit. This part. Snap in there. You can see how this could be a very relaxing and de-stressing game at the end of a hard day. Don't know if actual real-world model builders would prefer this over the real thing, but I know this hobby is quite expensive and a lot of people would love to be able to do this, but they just don't have the money or skills, and you don't really want to buy a model like this and then mess it up.
Yeah, that's always the downside.
Yeah.
You can mess it up really quickly.
Yeah, some of these parts are very small and fragile in real life, so you almost need to sit and work with a tweezer and a magnifying glass. Okay, that would be the canopy, which goes on top of the cockpit here.
There we go.
There we have our plane all done. So when you finish assembling the model, you can finish it by clicking the Finish Project button. After confirming that you finished working on the project, you'll be taken to the score window.
Okay.
Oh, they're going to score me on this. I didn't know that. Yes, I'm done.
What's glory?
Well, it still needs a paint job, but apparently it's been assembled perfectly. Looks like you can even share it to social media.
Okay.
So after finishing the model, it can be displayed in your workshop, or if it was commissioned work, it'll be sent to the commissioner. Leave the workbench for now and go to your left to the highlighted display shaft to place your work there. Okay, so
Put it
leave the workbench quickly and go take a look in here.
It's all empty,
Playing this.
ready for your collection.
Yeah. Since this is the career mode, you also get commissions where you get people asking you to build stuff for them.
That's cool.
And I guess you will get paid depending on the quality of your work. I would much rather see them on my display shelf. Okay, so now it's time to learn how to paint. In the project, we've got a Dwarf male Cleric here.
That's cool.
Interesting, so it's not just vehicles, there's actually little figurines too.
Like that.
Yeah, lots of variety, I suppose. So here we've got the Dwarf Priest male with this. It's got his little hammer and shows you the colors that need to be applied to each component as well. Okay, so just as with the first model, after opening you're presented with the model manual. Revise it to see what steps you'll need to follow to complete it. Notice the color indicators that guides the painting process. To use one of them, simply click on it and it will automatically choose the proper tool with the proper parameters. Okay, that's neat. So we're going to start with this axe here, or hammer, whatever this is. Looks like a war hammer. Okay, so this is for the bucket tool. You can paint a whole part at once. Okay, it's easy enough. This part is for the handle. Okay, so they show you here exactly which paint goes on which parts. That's cool. There's one at the top as well. And then finally, and here, did I miss one? Oh, here at the bottom. Yeah, so there we go. Paint it. Second basic painting tool is an airbrush. It allows you to freehand painting with a chosen color and adjustable size and spread. To use it, choose the painting tools from the interface on the left part of the screen. You can also toggle the tools by clicking numerical keys on your keyboard. You can also use the interactive manual part just as before. Okay, so this is the airbrush. It's a basic tool that always paints with a smooth edge. Okay, so I guess if you think the bucket tool is cheating, you can always go for the airbrush or for the smaller touches. Where's the size? You can adjust the size here.
His fingernails.
Yeah. So what color should the fingernails be? It's not. Oh, here we go. Okay, so this will be for the fingernails.
didn't say you would be able to be a nail technician with that paint job, but...
Yeah, I'm trying my best here. Which part is this? Is this just the
gem thing?
Oh, the little gem thingy. Okay. Oh. Okay, I'm not going to get it better than that, so I need to connect the hammer to the dwarf right now. So, where's my dwarf now? Dwarf. Hammer will go this side. There we go.
He looks impressed.
Quite fierce. Assuming with later models, if you do the whole thing, you're going to have to paint this entire module or model. Looks like quite a job.
Yeah.
Okay, finished. Yes.
Well done.
So, let's take a look at the dwarf. Okay, well, they reckon it's perfect, so I don't know what you were talking about with my nail job. Clearly it was perfect. Now when you finish the tutorial for basic tools, you can either go and place the model on the display shelf or go straight ahead to receive your first assignment. You start the assignment first, interact with your computer. It's on the right side of the workbench area. I want to go put my dwarf in here. Let's say over here. I can place it. Now you can later on create entire dioramas with multiple models and stuff if you want to get really creative.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. I think let's take a quick look at the computer and then it's on the Moon operating system. I wonder if this has got anything to do with the developer being moonlit. Okay, so in the computer, use the mail app to access the first competition assignment. What do we have here?
Dear colleagues, we are starting with the next edition of our contest for beginners. If you participated in our last workshop, you know that we have a lot of scrap left. Isn't it a perfect opportunity to have some fun? Each participant will get one such model. Take good care of it, and after the competition you can even leave it on your shelf. There are no requirements, every modeler is welcome. Are you interested? Then get in touch with us. Best Modeler Society.
That sounds like my kind of competition. So the objectives are to finish assembling the competition model and use decals to improve the model's quality. Fame and glory in our sprawling model building community. Got to keep your submission model.
So,
I'm definitely in. Yeah, so we're just going to take a look at what the model is. This competition. And it is a Wasteland Drifter post-apocalyptic car.
Cool.
This is pretty neat. Let's see how many parts this baby has. Okay. Now this one is going to be fun to build. Not going to do that right now. I want to get too caught up in this game. This is only a first look video. Yeah, so that was the career mode. Let's just take a quick look at the sandbox. See what the options available is there. Not sure if you have to unlock models in career mode to use them in sandbox or how it works. So you can start a new project.
Okay,
got a custom project with tank.
78 parts. Wow.
Yeah. Okay, so you've got a couple of options here. Got a German submarine type 7.
So,
there's the Wasteland Drifter.
ooh,
War Crawler.
steampunk tank.
Yeah, that's cool. And then the Spitfire. Yeah, so I'm really impressed with what I'm seeing so far. What on earth is this?
The C96 blaster.
That sounds like a weapon.
It looks like
I have to see this. Ah, okay. That's pretty neat.
Scope and everything.
Yeah, so okay, so that's pretty neat. Looks like there's a lot of variety here with the weapons and the vehicles and even figurines. So I'm really looking forward to checking out everything that's going to be in the full release. I think this is also the type of game that's going to lend itself well to, you know, additional content after its release.
New models to build.
Really expand your little model building empire down here. Which is looking really neat. It's a trophy case over here,
Awesome.
a photo booth where you can take photos of your models and various sceneries.
Cool.
And we've even got whatever this is. We're only available in the full game.
Looks like where you can package stuff up to send away to others.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Hopefully I'll be able to expand the area as well. I don't think everything I want to build is going to fit in one case, but we'll see.
Knowing you, you will fill up that shelf pretty quickly. Yeah,
this really looks like a game that's going to provide fans with a lot of fun. So thanks for joining us, and we'll definitely be taking another look at this game in the future once the full release is out.
Awesome. Remember to like, share and subscribe if you enjoy our videos.
Until next time.
Bye.